Hey guys, and welcome to a bit of a more relaxed video. One of the questions I get asked, well, pretty often, is what is my favourite. So I'm going to do a video talking for each of the weapon types and then of all the frames, where I let you guys know what my 3 favourite things in each type are. So for this first one, I want to look at my 3 favourite primary weapons and why. All the builds for them are going to be linked in the description below. There are so many primaries in the game, and my favourite does change reasonably often. However, there are several I come back to time and time again, especially after working on and getting Riven mods for them that make them perform exactly like I want them to. Let's take a look at my favourite weapon right now. It's a weapon you've seen probably on my streams and a fair amount in my Oberon video, and that is the Vectis. I've always liked the Vectis, as snipers go. It's been my favourite for a while, well, until a Rubico with a Riven knocked it off the top spot for a while. However, I managed to get my hands on a Vectis Riven, decided to re-roll it until I got the stats that I wanted, and now it's firmly back at the top again. The sniper playstyle in Warframe's always been one that I've enjoyed, mostly because I enjoy showing that snipers can work in Warframe, provided you use them properly. The Vectis itself is an awesome weapon, it looks amazing. I've got the Teklu skin on there and it looks so good. The way it feels to play as well, the fire and then you manually hit R to reload, it's a bit faster. It's way more involved of a weapon than so many others. Plus there are so few weapons that can feel quite as rewarding as the Vectis to play with. Lining up shot after shot, you've got the flick shotting, you've got no scoping when you need to. Doing well with a sniper in Warframe feels like an achievement, especially with a lot of the faster killing weapons out there. Admittedly, I do have a seriously good Riven for it. I've got plus damage, plus crit chance, plus cold, and minus zoom, which makes it so I can actually use the maximum zoom and get the bonuses from that, but still have less zoom than the actual primary zoom with the weapon. It's pretty amazing, to be honest. I can't quite put my finger on why I love the standard Vectis more than the Prime. The standard weapon just feels so much nicer to use. The fire and reload feels so much smoother on the normal weapon. It is by far my favourite weapon right now. It's got huge damage, it's great fun to use, and it's effective in any of the content we have in the game right now. What more can you ask for than that? Now, the second one on my list is one that was actually my favourite for quite some time, and that is the Strun Wraith. This has been, for a very, very long time, been one of my favourite shotguns. I love the way it reloads. I know the reload style isn't for everybody and not everyone likes it, and I do know a lot of people that don't like it at all, but I love the way it feels. The weapon itself looks awesome. The noise it makes when it fires, it sounds like a big dog barking. And there's the fact that it can hit 100% status. I love heavy status weapons like that. Stripping armor, applying procs on every single pellet. There are very few feelings more satisfying than that in Warframe. Once again though, my love for the Strun Wraith was intensified by a Riven mod. Plus crit chance, plus crit damage, plus status chance, and unfortunately minus slash. Minus slash is kind of bad because it means I don't get any slash procs, which is a bit of a shame. But this has led to me doing a bit of a crazy build with my Strun Wraith, and actually making it into a crit and status based shotgun. Those of you that know a lot about the damage system will know that crit and status is pretty much the ultimate combo. But even with the Riven, my Strun Wraith only has a 32% chance to crit, which isn't terrible, but that's not amazing. Where it really takes off, however, is me combining it with my Assimilate Nyx that I play almost all the time, and Arcane Avenger, which gives me an additional 30% crit chance when it's procced. And it does proc a lot because you're taking a lot of hits while you're in Assimilate. So you end up with 62% critical chance and 100% status, which is crazy strong. Like the Vectis, it can deal with anything we have in the game pretty damn well. This is one of the reasons I like the Riven system. There is no way I could make a crit status Strun Wraith work without this mod realistically, and because of this, I can work with some crazy builds and pull it off. That's part of the reason and part of the attraction of this weapon, is because I've got such a crazy build on here, but it works and it is so effective and so fun. Plus, it's on a weapon that I already liked, so what isn't to like about that? Much like the third weapon though in my top 3, and that is the Kohm. The Kohm was a shotgun that, to be honest, I liked it for a while and it got forgotten because of the Strun Wraith. However, once again, a Riven has brought me back to playing with it again. I picked up a plus status chance, plus fire rate, plus recoil ribbon for it. The recoil doesn't matter because there is no recoil on the Kohm. Honestly though, this ribbon was a game changer. Why, I can hear you asking? Well, it takes the Kohm up to 100% status chance before multi-shot, meaning that every single pellet is going to proc something. So as a weapon for stripping armor, or if you've got a magnetic gas build on here, you can just stack a huge amount of bleed procs, gas procs. You can remove all of the enemy shields with magnetic. You can spread masses of like viral procs around, radiation procs. There really are no better weapons, honestly, in Warframe right now than a 100% status Kohm is in terms of spreading procs around. As with the Strun Wraith though, it's not even just about how effective the weapon is at spreading those status procs. It's so crazy good at doing that, but it also is how damn satisfying it is, especially at high level, to not only see the masses of numbers from the individual pellets hitting something, but also every single one of those pellets proccing something as well. And you're in the knowledge that you've given whatever is on the end of your Kohm a very, very bad day. I tell you what, the most satisfying thing is to take a magnetic gas weapon against the corpus and just watch the numbers. You've got all the numbers from the pellets. You've got all the numbers from the bleed procs. You've got all the numbers from the gas procs. The toxin procs are actually from the gas proc. There is so many numbers going on. It is so satisfying. The Kohm has an element of theatre about it. It sounds insane when it's spooling up to full fire rate. The sparks are flying, the wheel is on the weapon is spinning like crazy. It is a ton of fun, and that is why it's easily third on my list of favourite weapons. So I hope you've enjoyed this bit of a different video. I don't want to just be the Warframe build guy. I'd like to do more bits and pieces like this for you to actually just sit and enjoy. So I'd love to hear some feedback from you in the comments below, how you feel about this type of video, plus what your favourite weapons are as well. I always love hearing what you enjoy using. But for now, many thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next video.